a teenage wedding and the old folks wished them well. You could see that Pierre did true.
Okay, everybody, we're going to start bringing our graphic novels to you. As you know, if you've shopped here before, we specialize in graphic novels. It's most of what we have in here. We discount all of our graphic novels. Most of them are 30% off. Most of the stuff I'm about to show you is 30% off. Even for the stuff for the smaller publishers, we still sell 20% off. So I'm going to just start with a section, and we'll put up sections for different videos for each section. We're going to start with superheroes, the independent superheroes. So this is superhero comics or superhero adjacent comics that are not published by Marvel or DC. And I'm just going to go through here and let you know what's popular, what stuff I really like, and make recommendations as I go. So I'm going to start with sort of the things we have book-faced and featured here. First of which is Black Hammer. Black Hammer. Black Hammer got very popular very fast. This is I would call it a superhero universe that has been created by writer Jeff Lemire and artist Dean Ormstrom. And it's essentially these superheroes that are become stuck in a normal reality that does not have superheroes, and it's quirky and sad. I actually haven't read Black Hammer yet. Do you have any? Have you read any of this stuff yet, Derek?
No, I haven't read it. I did check out some of the Black Hammer Justice League.
They did a crossover with Justice League.
That was cool.
Anyway, this stuff is it's quirky, it's dark. There are 4 volumes of the main series, and then there are also basically spin-offs focusing on particular characters. In this case, like it's a bad guy named Sherlock Frankenstein.
That's cool.
There's another one here called Quantum Age that he did with Wilfredo Torres.
Can we see some of the interior art?
Yeah, I really like Dean Ormstrom. He's an artist that has never really had like a huge hit as far as I can tell. But he did some 90s books that I really enjoyed. I'm not sure where to put the book, but you can see
that's
it.
Good.
And he's got kind of a different style. I like it when Jeff Lemire, when he does work with different artists. I like it when he works with artists that are a little bit more similar to his own art style. And I do think that Dean Armstrong's art style is a little bit closer than Jeff Lemire's. It's a little quirkier, a little bit more abstract. And yeah. Everybody keeps hounding me to read this, including Steve. Yes, Steve, I will eventually read Black Hammer. Anyway, probably Dark Horse's most popular new comic book. We have these for 30% off. And that's it for Black Hammer. Everybody knows Spawn, for the most part. Problem with Spawn is that if you want to read the first volume, we got plenty of these. Don't really have anything after that. They're really spotty with the printings on these, and I don't know why. If I guess like go give Todd McFarlane a hard time on social media because it's all his stuff. It's creator and by him. And if a bunch of stuff is out of print, I would assume that that's per his negligence. I don't know. Spawn is a 90s classic if you want to revisit your childhood. Okay. A lot of you already know The Boys because of the Amazon Prime new TV show. That sounds like it's actually doing the book quite a lot of justice. This is another book by Garth Ennis, who wrote Preacher and Punisher Max and a bunch of war comics that are really good. In a nutshell, I really think Garth Ennis hates superheroes, and this is the book where he his most scathing indictment of superheroes. Basically, the boys, the titular boys, are a group of superpowered secret operatives that their whole deal is they keep actual superheroes in check. Because actual superheroes are greedy and pompous and narcissistic and careless and all sorts of other bad things. It's incredibly bloody and violent. I recommend if you read Invincible and you really like Invincible stuff where just heads go flying off and arms, and it's all very violent. And it essentially also stars Nick Frost. I don't know if this comes up on camera.
That's Simon Pegg.
That's Simon Pegg. Oh, not Nick Frost. I'm sorry, Simon Pegg. So this is little Huey, and he's obviously Simon Pegg from a bunch of movies like Shaun of the Dead. It's full of nudity. It's full of
show us some more.
yeah. I gotta make sure I don't find anything that I shouldn't show.
We can cut.
Yeah, let's see here. Some fun stuff. All right, so here's some Derek Robertson artwork. This is Derek Robertson, right? Yeah, this is Derek Robertson. This is the artist of Transmetropolitan, which is another classic Vertigo comic, which when I eventually get over to the science fiction section, I will tell you guys about Transmetropolitan. There's the boys' version of, like the Justice League. And they're awful. They're terrible, but they're also very powerful, and they have a lot of control of their image in the public eye. And so this guy, Huey, the main character, his girlfriend or fiance, the love of his life, essentially, he's having a nice day with her, and they're embracing. And
A-Train,
who's like the Flash, basically, just runs or throws somebody straight through her, and he's left with just her dangling viscera, her hands. So he's approached by these operatives, and it's like, hey, do you want to get some payback? You want to sick it to these guys? That's sort of what it is. And through the process of the series, they work their way up to the Justice League analog, but they also stop and take out basically the X-Men or Batman or these different kind of analogs for other characters. This was originally published by DC under the Wildstorm imprint, but it was too hot for them. They eventually said no more. In which case Dynamite picked it up. So anyway, we have all of these at 20% off the cover price. Very good reading if you're in for something irreverent and violent and raw and fun.
They truly love the mademoiselle. And now the young monsieur and madame have rung the chapel bell.
I'm just gonna